All right, everyone. It's just the Gluttons here, just sitting down, just talking. Record ourselves.
Free flow episode.
Free flow.
So the first thing that we're doing is looking at comic books. Go figure.
Nick picked up a bunch of just like old school, sort of like single issue.
Those ones are kind of new, yeah.
Single issue comic books and stuff.
Actually.
Picked them up at the
Suicide Squad
library.
52.
Yeah, it was at the Cranford Library, and they were having an antique sale. Yeah, this is Suicide Squad New 52, number 2. So that's not bad.
We're here looking at the Secret Society of Supervillains.
Look how big this
Yeah, we
fucking
have an
cable
old
is.
X-Force up there. Have you ever seen a comic book cover drawn horizontally?
That's weird.
It's cool.
Ooh, don't you love that sound, guys? Opening up a fresh sleeve of comic.
Making a super hole in there.
Ghost Rider.
Ooh, yeah, that's what we should do. Have you guys seen this one? Batman Assault on Arkham?
I'm not.
So good.
I have not.
It's a Suicide Squad movie. Ooh, we got a pretty Black Manta. Look at this dead shot. Why don't we get that? We've only seen little kind of, an old Doc Strange I picked up.
Doc Strange, Namor, and Silver Surfer. The Hulk.
I picked up some weird stuff.
What a cast.
Spider-Man in Thanos' hand.
We could see that.
We could see that now.
Another horizontal.
Oh, they're all Spider-Man X-Force. Who is that? Is that Lee?
Yo.
Spider-Man.
What name's it?
McFarlane.
Oh, they're Todd McFarlane's X-Force. That's why I picked him up. He's the reason that we have Spider-Man's awesome webbing. Everybody else did that freaking shit from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends with just 2-line shootout and then you zigzag it out. McFarlane was the one who freaking thought, let's not do that, and started pulling that stuff, and that's why he became Seth MacFarlane. He's on Facebook a lot.
It's interesting that he just chose to do that.
Todd McFarlane, I just said Seth. Yeah, it is, and it looks great, and it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I love the sound that it makes in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends when he shoots webs. It's such a weird sounding kind of thing. That one's old. Yeah, let me see that one really quick. Not really old, but kind of old. We got Thor fighting Hercules, sensational issue number 1. Gotta be a reprint.
Oof. Looks like Dwight Schrute.
So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do
One of them
the webbing sound effect
I'm gonna put these down. The top half.
from the '90s cartoon.
Which ones are you done with those? Do you want to look at these two? You're just looking over it with me.
I was just looking at what he was going through.
Look at this holographic.
That's a sick-ass
Yes,
Robin.
look, there's a lot of those. I picked up a bunch of those.
That's neat, man. Whoa.
Well, anytime they draw Robin and he doesn't look like a little bitch, I think he looks cool.
As long as he's got pants.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need. Sometimes you don't need to.
You don't like the
hood.
thighs.
This one's
The bare thighs.
I mean, there's as a kid, I can understand. When he's a child, I can understand. That's like, okay, he's just a kid, but don't be a fucking like teenager or an adult. You're rocking like just thighs.
But it's okay for a little kid to walk around with his legs exposed like that.
You're a fucking pedophile. Give it up to me, man. I need something. That shit's illegal.
It's like if
I'm not a pedophile, guys.
Batman, what are you into?
If a little kid is in a Speedo, you might go, that's kind of weird.
Whatever.
If an old man is in a Speedo, it's kind of the same principle.
Put some clothes on, sir.
Where for some reason...
Why are you exposing yourself to children?
When little kids are young, before they really know what is what, it's fine for them to kind of be, I don't know.
It just makes me think of Link from Zelda. He runs around with his legs exposed.
He's got like a kilt going on, though. Kind of look.
Well, it's not like when he's running around, his legs exposed, and it's like a little kilt thing going on. I'm not sitting there thinking, I wonder what's up that kilt. It's like, oh, he's just a little kid. Gonna be a little kid.
I love that in Under the Red Hood.
Bobby's more of a Speedo guy than fucking swim trunks.
Like what? I'm a man child. Give it up, man. Fuck you.
No, and Under the Red Hood, you go through the whole drama, which is the movie, and at the end, Bruce is having another one of those nice moments remembering Jason when he first got him, got him, adopted him. Come here, kid. Ha! Gotcha. You're my Robin now. And he's like, come on, we gotta get going. And he jumps out, he scares Alfred, and Robin's like, I got you. And he's like, no, actually, I saw you leave 2 seconds ago. But that was close. He's like, I got you. He's like, And he's looking at the mirror, and he's like, this is the best day ever. And he's doing the punches, but it's still a unitard. And you're like, huh. And the way they progress through that character in that movie's good, too.
Yeah.
You sent him into shock. We needed information. Sorry. That guy just sucked. Like, what are you looking at?
Yeah, but I was just thinking about when he said, when he finally caught him, like, he just shoots him with his grapnel, like, Robin's all on the ground, stuff, trying to get away, and Batman's just, like, slowly just pulling him to him, like, yeah, I got myself a Robin. Just call myself another sidekick. I'm gonna ruin your life.
Batman should do like
get the back chloroform.
No, Batman needs to do like reality TV, like search for his perfect Robin.
Like Flavor of Love, but
exactly. But it's Bruce Wayne trying to choose the right Robin.
Instead of roses, he gives out batarangs.
He gives you the keys to the Batcave.
Yeah, and the best part of that would be when like the Robins have to come over and sit down with his parents for dinner and stuff. Oh wait. Yay, I'm so excited to meet your family. This is Alfred. Hey.
That's it.
So now just talking to him. Give me a best holy blade, Batman.
Yeah.
I'd rather be out on the streets again.
That's what I liked about Forever, though. Mm-hmm. Holy rusted metal, Batman. What? This metal. It's rusted. It's holy. It's just like nice. I will stand by that Forever is good. I like Batman Forever as a Batman movie for whatever time.
I don't care. Yeah, Batman Forever is that's the teats right there. Fuck
it's
yeah.
very close. I mean, it's right on the teetering edge, where one more ounce of dumb or ridiculous could have ruined it. But I think
it was great, man. The Dick Grayson scene, like
I love that movie. And then Batman and Robin.
Like Jim Carrey was awesome. Like
Tommy Lee Jones, awesome.
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
Solid flick.
The only thing I'm not 100% on, and that's just personal preference, is Chase Meridian. I'm just not Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
It's just personal. Not that she even does bad in the movie. It's just out of all the faces, not number one face I want to see.
Probably like
I don't know her personally, but you get this weird sense of knowing celebrities.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, they're a douchebag. And it's like, you've never fucking met them, but at the same time, she releases a lot of information about themselves. That's what they all kind of do in interviews. And everything I've read, I've just been like, I'll take less of that. Less Nicole Kidman in my life. But the suits were good. The weapons, the toys at the beginning, there was a lot of them. And that's more of what I want to see, because I think it's ridiculous but also fun. Like, he has the one that, like, he shoots at people, and then when they get electrocuted, they go... and then, like, he takes one guy, and then, like, the one guy's coming at him, and it's a total Indiana Jones, or... That's the one that comes to mind, so I'm just going to stop with my references of the guys coming at him with knives, and he's all, sing, and he's coming at him, Bruce just, boom, kicks him right in the face, and just falls. Like, it looks like they're going to get into this giant knife battle, and just, boom. I love that movie. I'm gonna keep going. Fuck you guys. And he gets into the vault, and it's, oh no, it's a trap! Like that actor. I love that guy watching him now. Hey, that's my hearing aid! I love it. Oh, I still love it.
I haven't seen it in a while.
And they condensed heart.
Rick has
that's
it.
why
Rick has
we
it.
gotta do that.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Rick has that, like the box set with those four.
I don't like the way you said that.
He loves all that old school shit.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like you're like, oh, he's got a good movie collection, like, automatically.
He's got a pretty alright collection. I was looking at it today.
My Mom and Bear sense came out like, no.
He had, like, the Batman set, and he had, like, Half Baked, and then, like, Face Off. So I was like, this is alright. Like, This is a pretty good DVD collection.
I can't get behind Face Off.
What?
I like the sci-fi show, but the movie it's good. But again, it's not like that Guardian. Just like, oh, what part is this? I'll sit down and watch. I'm just like, no, I gotta be prepared to watch Nicolas Cage. I really have to work for it. Boy, Kick-Ass, cool. National Treasure, throw it on. That's where it ends.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass, he is.
So that you just picked it up.
He gave me it.
So that you gave it to him. I walked by my room. I was like, hey, look, there's a copy of Kick-Ass. Bobby must got another Amazon package in the mail.
No, what happened was I lent it to a friend, and then I didn't expect it back for good reasons. I was like, no, go ahead, hold on to it. Bought myself a spare, bought myself a double, and got that back. He was like, oh, here it is, finally back. I was like, oh, okay. So I had that, and then I upgraded to the Blu-ray. And by the time I configured everything back, I had a spare copy of 1 and 2. But the 1 was only the digital, I believe, right?
Which was one you gave me the first one?
I gave you both. Kick-Ass, I think the Kick-Ass disc that I gave you for the first movie can only be played on a PC.
Okay.
But the second one's just a regular DVD, and it's the second one. So you have both.
I guess that's why I took it, because I do have own a physical copy of the first movie.
That's why you took it.
Yeah, but I didn't own a physical copy of the second movie.
So good. Jim Carrey in that.
Yeah, Jim Carrey stole the show. He was fucking awesome.
He really was.
Donald Faison. Oh, is that his name? Turk?
Yeah, Donald Faison.
Yeah.
Faison.
He was cool.
Turk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Turk from Scrubs.
Oh.
With like the bat.
Yeah, Dr. Gravity.
Dr. Gravity.
And also,
I haven't seen
there were
him
more
once, I've
mods
read
in
the name.
that.
Yeah.
And you were the one who did that, sir.
He was.
For the longest time, I was like, I started Game of Thrones through the show, and it's because of you, Danny, and Sean really talking about it, and then Bobby Deuce Audible did, and I was like, I gotta really dig in. Like, I'm watching this and I like it, but even to this day, I'm still not good with the names, but at least I got the faces and some of the stuff down, and I've really dug into the whole world. But I remember just back in the day, it was just like, oh, okay, Game of Thrones is on, but I was watching Kick-Ass at that point. Kick-Ass 2, I watched every day, because that was another one of the first ever digital downloads I ever figured out how to do, and I put it on my phone. Mm-hmm. And at the time where I was working, I had responsibilities in the back office, and I had to sit and do stuff where I'd literally have to sit for at least an hour to 2 hours.
Which back
Yeah,
office?
you were just watching the movie.
And I would just watch the movie, and nice. I would play it, watch it, and it would end, and I'd put my finger on the screen and drag back, and just because I was doing busy work and I was listening to it more, but I could still watch Kick-Ass 2 to this day and line for line it to a nauseating amount, but it never got old. It really didn't. But you blew my mind. He's like, yeah, you know, Game of Thrones guy's in that Mormont. I was like, who? It's like Chris's uncle in jail, and like literally, I remember just sitting there that day, just, whoa, that's.
He was fucking hardcore in that too.
Yeah.
Like those like very few lines he gave were so threatening, and
he didn't actually do any killing.
He made a few power plays, man. Killed John Leguizamo.
Sad. I love him. I love him in that. Did you just call me a fucking butler? Is that not a compliment? They're not sidekicks. They're prostitutes and witnesses.
John Leguizamo's alright. You fuck with Spawn.
Mm.
Some Michael Jai White.
Oh, Michael Jai White.
Spawn coming back?
I'd be okay with that. As like old and people don't like that or the original that much. I liked it growing up, so I think it's more of a nostalgia thing. And I just think Spawn looks cool, man. I always loved his cape. Like, so awesome and badass. All the chains.
Full circle with McFarlane.
Quite honestly,
Yeah.
Spawn has a pretty cool universe that he lives in. Like, if they do a Spawn movie nowadays, I think that should kick ass.
Give it an R rating.
Yeah.
Well, then the last one did too, right?
Yeah.
And I remember specifically, but I remember specifically the HBO show, like that 1 week and whatever where you get free HBO. came on, I was 12, and cartoon movies, and mine just went.
Yeah.
Because I was young when that
I
came
want
out.
to sit down and watch like the cartoon spawns.
Where can we find those anywhere? We should do that then.
I remember you seeing them at like Blockbuster and shit. So.
And for those of you listening, if you happen to be young, Blockbuster was a place where you went to rent videos.
Rest in pepperoni.
And actually, up to this point, man, Bobby, how long did you have that Blockbuster tag? Tell me you still have it.
On your keys? I had one in my wallet for ages.
He's going in his wallet. Is it still there? That'd be fucking crazy.
He's got like a Netflix card.
Boom, still got it.
He still has a Blockbuster card. That's so fun.
Like, yeah, that's funny. Anytime anybody's actually watched me, like, open up my wallet and just, like, rifle through it.
What the fuck do you have those for?
What do you have a Blockbuster card for? I'm like...
Blockbuster stuff.
They kind of just sit in my wallet now just to...
Can I see one, actually?
Yeah, they kind of just sit in my wallet just to make my wallet, like, fatter. I don't know, it seemed more important if I had more cards in it. But
1998, Blockbuster Inc. That's so cool.
I really only use, like, maybe
relics, if you will.
2 of these cards in here.
Yeah, I just went through my wallet. I don't use a lot of that shit either.
Like, I have a spent Mooyah gift card in here.
Get rid of that shit.
There might actually be a little bit of money on there. The thing is, you have to order it, like, with your face.
They're burgers, though, I like putting to my face. Because I was totally about them. Because we tried it together that first day.
Yeah.
Loved it. Had it a second time. Loved it. They fucked up my 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th time there. By either not giving me what I want or when I wanted it.
It's my burger, and I want it now.
Well, I mean, why
I have
put
friends who work
online
there now,
ordering?
so they like hook it up.
Why
That's the only
put
reason I go
online
there.
ordering and they say, hey, when do you want it? And you're like, an hour or 20 minutes or whatever the lowest is, and you're there in 20 minutes. They're like, all right, I'll be ready in 10 minutes. So why'd you tell me to come now? That's... I mean, they were a brand new place. They had a lot of stuff coming in and out. They fixed it. Stuff's fine now, but...
They want it to be fresh. They've made my burger before, and I didn't show up till like a half hour later, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, we threw that shit away. We'll make you another one."
Wow.
Because that's what they no, we threw it away, but we're fully intended to make you another one when we got here, just so it's fresh.
Yeah, but where I worked in comparison to where the Mooyah was, if I said I was going to be there at 1:20, I showed up at 1:21 because it took me a second to punch out and actually walk there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be ready to see. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But that bothered me. But then from 7 on, they have only given me delicious hot fresh food. And everybody there is so fucking nice.
Yeah.
I
guess that's part of the corporate code.
Yeah, those are fun to work by, huh?
Uh-huh.
Why don't we get into corporate us?
Yeah, we're now a food podcast. I actually really like their turkey burger and their veggie burger. But legitimately, I highly recommend the veggie burger.
Yeah?
It's actually really good.
Word.
I actually did sit down and watch Jurassic Park last night.
Sweet. I wish I was there.
The original? I saw it when they released it in theater again in 3D a few years ago.
Yeah. How's that?
It was fucking awesome.
I did too.
Did
Me
you?
and Mike went, actually. Oh, it's crazy. I forgot about that till this moment. Crazy. Really good. Solid. Watched the bonus features before I got into it. So, it was a lot of Jurassic Park by the time I actually sat and watched the flick. And I did. And it's so good still. And I audibled that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, do you audible?
I do not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you on that.
My phone's a piece of shit.
So is mine.
Yours is like 2 generations newer than mine.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm bouncing.
Sucks till he's dead.
We have a new achievement on Tumblr, apparently. Is that what you're doing?
I did. I just posted on
Nice.
our Instagram, Gluttons for Geekdom number 4. Picture of Nick's bed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, with all the comics and the Batman sheets?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Go like it. Go comment on it.
That'd be nice. Yeah, we really do have this thing where we'd like to hear from people.
Yeah.
We actually did hear from somebody. I actually heard from somebody today, and we're going to discuss that now.
Okay.
Next episode, we have to do Harry Potter. We have 75, 76 likes on Facebook. 2 of those people on there, family or not, said they want to hear some Harry Potter stuff.
Might as well.
So they are literally the only people to talk about it. I say we give them what they want. Let's do some Harry Potter next week. We'll figure it out.
You're gonna have to sit there and binge the movies there, John Boy.
Yeah, so John Boy, let's at least get him through the first, and we can do a book comparison movie for the first. And then get into some fan theories too, because I love talking to him. Like, do something more like this, where we just bring up something, then go.
How about that white mage? So, you just point out the similarities to Harry
Start it off first. Tell the people what it is. Because Bobby Deuce did...
Why does he have to be white?
Oh my God, John. You can't just ask people why they have to be white. That's right. We'll throw a Mean Girls reference at you in the middle of this Gluttons for Geekdom. You want to talk about comic books? Fuck you. We're talking Lindsay Lohan.
Alright, so Audible just did this thing where you can send a book to somebody. A book from your
collection.
your library. And they say the first one that you send is free. So I'm just like, okay, like I had just finished this trilogy, not really a trilogy, I don't think they were fully done with it yet.
I was going to ask you, how many are there?
There might be more.
How many did you send me?
Yeah,
you sent me 3. How many more do you have? Sorry.
How many more do I have? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen anything else from them. So
oh, okay. Sorry.
It might be an ongoing thing.
All right. Because, God, I can't wait. My mouth is already watering. So good.
It's called The White Mage, and it's very, very similar to Harry Potter. And the fact that they're wizards and stuff, using magic and shit. The only difference is that they don't use wands. They just...
The way I described it, and agree if you can, if Harry Potter, Sky High, have you seen that flick?
Yes. More Kurt Russell, man. Big Trouble in Little China. Told Nick to go watch it. Fuck yeah, Kurt Russell.
Anyway, it's all about a school that flies around teaching kids how to be superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that, obviously. And Avatar. The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not Sam Worthington. No, Avatar: The Last Airbender. If those 3 elements came together, it would be this book.
Mage, yes.
Because yes, there is
cool.
It's so good. Maybe that'll be your first one too, and then that could be our first full-on audible discussion between the 3 of us. Mm-hmm. Can you give 32 hours?
Yeah. At work, hell yeah, easy.
I know.
That's how I crushed the podcast.
I know. So get into that. I'll send it to you now. And it'll be free for you. 32 hours, I think it was between the 3 of us.
What the fuck? I already know this.
We just needed to go full triangle, man.
So
We're
good
just
so
running around
far.
circle jerking each other with books.
Triangle jerking.
Ew. Guys.
Like, John, would you stop sending me this fucking book? I have it. The triangle starts with me.
I find Black Mage and I send that to you instead.
That's what I think. I think it's those 3 mixed into one.
Yeah, pretty much. Because there's many different sorts of magics that they use there. Like earth, fire, wind, water.
Oh, we are dancing in September. I had to take it. It was set up too nicely.
Techno magic,
gravity.
They get into
healing,
it all.
water.
They get into it all. There's like different sorts of magics that when you think of a magic, boom, they'll throw into a category. You could do it, and some people can just do 1. Some people can do 3. Some people 2. Just
I think
levels.
4 is
4
what
might
they
have been
think
the
is
most.
like. Wow, that's a lot.
Might have been one of the most, but the main character, they call him Oracle. She can do all types of magic. Hence, Avatar.
That's where the Avatar kind of feel comes into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we won't spoil it now. We'll actually keep it a little bit under wraps, try to get the John Boy on that. But since it's free flowing and we just talked about Avatar, and we've all seen Avatar, right?
Last Airbender.
Last Airbender, yes. Unless we really specify on this show and say Sam Worthington, Blue Cat people, when I say Avatar, there can be only one.
Yes.
Love it. Oh my
Last
god.
Airbender and Legend of Korra. I just get down to so fucking hard.
If you had to pick one, though,
I
let's
had
do
to
the
pick-
impossible and pick one, because
The original.
the original.
The original is awesome. I mean, I like the Legend of Korra because number one, there's no filler episodes. Number two, it's very serious and there's a lot
The
of hard
art,
hitting
the
stuff.
art style, and the tone.
and it also Avatar 1.
Those are great episodes.
Avatar 1. That.
Those are great.
Dude, like, okay, so fucking damn, what is his name from the first one? The bad guy.
Oh, was I?
No, Amon.
Amon.
From
From the
Korra.
first book.
Yes,
Sorry.
he's fucking badass. He's a badass. What's his name? The guy who actually turned into the Dark Avatar. I wasn't too.
Her uncle.
I wasn't too like boned up on him, but I wasn't like on his side. But just the idea of being a Dark Avatar.
Tarlock.
Tarlock, yeah.
Yeah, with his 3 braids.
With him like rolling around. Let there be a Dark Avatar. He just rolls around the world, learning all the bendings and stuff, and then they have to fight.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
See, that's why I think I can almost a little bit disagree with you about the no fillers. There are some times in season 2 where I'm bored, where I'm just like, what are we doing? What? And then the whole pro bending being a lot in it too, which is cool. But there was one episode or two where I was just like, is this what we're doing?
They made a big deal.
Episode?
They made too much of a big deal about the pro bending.
Oh, but what's that girl's name? Asami. That was I liked her that whole time through.
Me too.
And her glove and everything.
Yeah.
And I was so dense right over my head that she was the quote-unquote Sokka, that she can't bend, but she's got this sick-ass glove that lights people up. And her father, and that was really cool. And something that they brought through to the fourth, and a picture I saw, is if you look at her father in the first one where he's all up on his high horse of being the leader of Sasami, whatever. What's their last names? Kyoto? Am I just being racist and saying Japanese things? Tamagotchi? Hyundai?
Oh shit!
Sorry.
I don't remember. It's been
Asami Tanaka. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
it's been a while that I watched.
But anyway, he goes to jail and he's super gaunt in the fourth book, and they're just like, jail life's tough.
Especially in that universe.
He didn't IRO it. Yeah, no, he
it's
didn't
not
go
like
there
the Trailer
and get
Park
jacked.
Boys. They have good dope and booze.
But then there's the guy in the third book.
What is his name?
I can't remember his name, but
Holy shit!
Airbender dude,
Oh,
Yeah.
Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins.
He
He was the
He was.
sickest.
What's his name?
Zahir. He was the sickest.
He's Henry Rollins, too.
Yeah. Moondog learned how to fly. And his whole entourage that he was rocking with, that was pretty tight. We get to see the forehead combustion thing
man's,
again.
Yeah. Predecessor, if you will.
Predecessor.
What is Sokka called again?
Hmm?
Sparky Boom Man.
Sparky Boo Bad.
That was. Oh. She was so sweet, and the way she goes down, I'm just like, this Avatar show is not pulling any punches.
Yeah, wasn't she fighting?
She was fighting
Yeah.
Toth's daughter, and she was fighting one of Toth's daughter, and the other one's like, not today. Wrapped her head up in.
Wrapped her head in metal as she was about to bust and literally blew her own head off her shoulders.
It's crazy.
You got the lava bending dude, the armless chick who made arms out of water. That is so tight. That's like the way they just thought to use their bending.
The way that I've seen a lot of stuff that I've seen about both the original with Toph and then this later one with not only Toph still being in it, but that amputee lady or whatever happened is you would call her disabled and you would call a blind person disabled. They showed disabled people in such awesome ways. Yeah. And then I read something, it was right in the fucking heart of a little girl going blind and her mom having to explain, hey, you're going blind. And the little girl goes, don't worry, mommy, I'll be strong just like Toph. And it's like, this show is so much more than a cartoon, guys. It's so much more.
Then in the third season, you get the giant mech. Giant robo suit. Shooting just laser beams. Shooting gazer beams.
Are you talking about like wait, the mechs that Asami's like father makes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were pretty OP.
The rocking arm cannon. No. I'm talking about in the last season.
The fourth one.
Fourth season.
Where they were walking around. Did you see it?
That was the one with the chick who was trying to take over.
Yeah, the
The Earth
chick.
Kingdom.
Yeah. I forgot her name right now. She was cool. The little mole.
Yeah, she was rocking around with a giant, like, Gundam. With a fucking arm cannon. Just like... That's what the show turned into.
I never finished that season.
You bitch.
Yeah, I forgot what happened, but I never finished that season.
You bitch.
I was almost there, and I'm probably like halfway through it. I was very close to finishing.
I have it on dived.
Sweet.
If you want it.
I'm a bitch.
You bitch.
So that's just Korra. When Avatar came out, though, the original, like I said, that show changed me. I fucking loved this cartoon.
I got into it kind of late when it was like on Netflix.
Okay.
I didn't watch it as it was airing, but it's still like I was glued.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop. Even though it was a bit of a child show, it had some like young tones, but it was still so solid.
And it progresses as the show does too. So the first season, first episodes, like book 1, chapters 1 through whatever. Yeah, they are a bit younger, but by the time you get to Sozin's Comet, Aang is the Avatar. It's crazy. And Zuko as a character is somebody.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazingly startling how much I care for these characters and what they did to write them. Michael DiMartino and I'll look up the other name. I just remember DiMartino.
Michael DiMartino.
Jeb. No. But I did. Oh, my shit's dead. Everything's dying around.
Dante DiMartino.
That sounds right.
I do remember his first name being pretty fucking badass.
It is.
Dante.
But he's the guy. He apparently was working on Family Guy and quit to go make this show.
Nice.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart move. Because I mean, like the show was very different from what we've been watching throughout the years.
Yeah, it hits home.
It hits home, and it's like the aspect about it with the superpowers that they have, the fire, and they mix that shit with martial arts. So they're not using they're not over here just putting their hand up and shooting a fireball like it's magic. They got a punch, and the fireball shoots out of their hand.
If you have to pick an element,
I would always choose fire, but I think I would be better as air.
Earth. I think I'd be a very good earthbender.
I love the technique, their formations. Oh, it's such a strong style.
Alright. If you had to earth like M. Night Shyamalan, though. Did you see that flick?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
after I got
Did you see it?
as soon as I got done crushing the three seasons, the movie was also on Netflix.
Oh,
And before I watched the 3 seasons, I saw the movie in theater, like with a few friends. And at that time, I was like, it looked good, and I wasn't aware of what the show was, how good the show actually was, and all the characters. So then I crushed the show, rewatched the movie. It took me like 3 sittings to watch it. I needed to force myself because it was so awful.
It makes me.
It was so bad.
But since Mr. Bobby Deuce hasn't seen it, we're going to do a full thing. So, in the actual Avatar. No, not a full thing of that movie. I will never touch that. That's a waste of time. Just little snippets like we're about to do now. If you're an earthbender, you, boom, one motion, rock comes up. Boom, second motion, rock flies.
Yeah.
Very basic. One stomp to get it up. One powerful thrust to move it. If something's coming at you, it's just boom. It's all really just in your hips, it seems. of standing your ground and no, Earth, you're not going to move me. I'm going to bend you.
Okay.
M. Night Shyamalan did some Swan Lake stuff where there's 3 dudes standing in a triangle and they're like, I'm moving my arms drastically. And like you see this one rock the size of 2 soccer balls on top of each other, and it goes.
They were like,
it just like
they were like
wafts.
dancing in formation.
They're like, yeah, they're standing up just. And it goes.
That's
It's hard. It's hard to watch, man. It hurts, and they call him Ong the whole time.
I think Sokka was Sokka.
Soka. And it's the Avatar.
Yeah, because that's real.
How does he get away with that? I don't know. I don't know. It bothers me.
It's already written. Just
do it.
do what was already out there.
Just do it.
I'm glad they failed because, like, if it ended up kind of okay, where they actually got the okay to do the sequel, I think they would have just ruined Toph. So I'm glad we didn't get far enough for them to do that.
Well, that's a meme of, it's him and whenever he was in production. I think I'm calling him Ong. I think I'm calling it
Toph.
Avatar. And then, it's 10 years later if the remake gets done. I think I'm going to call her Tooth and give her the ability to see. It's like, no. That's the shit literally nightmares are made out of.
Yeah.
Favorite filler episode? It's got to be, for me, The Great Divide, first season, where they have the really neat people and the really dirty people.
Yeah. That's good
They've
stuff.
got to make the whole Great Divide. It's like the Grand Canyon, but bigger. And there's this whole big debacle about something that went down over 100 years ago, or 100 years ago, whatever it was. And at the very end, Aang's like, oh, you're talking about that battle? No, that wasn't a battle. They were playing this game, and he wasn't put in prison. It was just time out. Like, you guys are overreacting. Why don't you just go ahead and walk down the road as friends? And they're like, okay. And they do, and Katara's like, wow, it's a great thing that you actually were there to see that and clear that up. He's like, I made the whole thing up. It's just like, that's where, like, on the internet, you should put those sunglasses that slide in with the thug life. Like, Avatar saving people by just fucking bullshitting. An 11-year-old just spitting lies, and we love it. I made the whole thing up. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo. Thug life. Like, that shit's great.
Ugh.
And then Azula, too, is another really good character.
Oh man, her comeuppance at the end was just kind of pretty. Like I just loved it. She was just all chains, screaming, shooting fire around. Finally losing. It's like that. She's just I've been caught. It's like she never gets caught. She's always getting away, always slipping out, always still like big plans. Nope, not this time. She finally just lost.
Yeah.
You know what I did like about the live action movie? Even though he wasn't as Uncle Iroh as Uncle Iroh was in the show, that Uncle Iroh was also a great actor. And like the performance he gave was just like, you liked that character even though it wasn't Uncle Iroh. It was still cool as hell. He was probably the coolest part of that movie.
The only redeeming thing that I will give to that movie, the only little thing, is that I do enjoy that the firebenders needed fire to bend. They couldn't make it, like you were saying earlier. Like, it didn't come from a punch. It could be controlled with a punch, but...
Yeah, they would like take it from like torches and shit.
And they had to hawk their own fire over the walls. And that made sense to me. I was like, alright, yeah, why do they get to make their own? But Sozin's comet, or whatever comet passed, gave him the power to make the fire.
Ooh.
That, I was like, okay, I'll go fucking there with you as well. That was a good choice. Other than that, no. But I do like the fact that, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Like, the fire...
Because waterbenders don't make water.
Earthbenders don't make earth.
Yeah, they're just using
Air is just around you. If not, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great about Korra.
Yeah, just to...
Henry Rollins, when he sucked the Earth Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was vicious.
It was vicious. What a great show. How about you? Alright, if you could have a dragon, a giant mole, an appa, or what was the other ones? The other ones are kind of lame. It's just the 2 koi fish. You can get those now. But if you had to pick one of those 3 to have as your animal.
I would have went with the dog.
Oh, her polar bear dog?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just like, fucking dog is as giant as a polar bear.
That'd be pretty
Naga.
I would have got the king's bear.
That's another great thing. I love that reference of, hey, we're invited to the King's Bears party. A platypus bear? No. A monkey bear? No, it just says bear.
Momo was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Momo was sick.
Momo's theme song, like, have you ever noticed every time he comes up, it's wah, 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 wah. Oh my god.
Don't get me started on that soundtrack. If you ever get a chance to, just download that soundtrack, like the whole score for the show. Fucking beautiful. Amazing.
Really?
Yeah. I really got into like
The show has
listening
awesome
to
music.
listening to soundtracks for like movies and shit, just like the score.
Like the score?
Yeah. Ugh.
I want to do that for Star Wars.
It's really good.
Because I was watching some
Do
special.
it for Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Pretty much like any Hans Zimmer with all these, because he does all like the movies and like they're all so good.
Yeah, John Williams of the time, in my opinion, the old guy who did everything else. And what was I just watching? He did Jurassic Park. I mean, Jurassic Park is gorgeous.
Legendary.
It is. And he did Star Wars too.
Yeah.
And he just did, I think he definitely did the one right now. 7 or 8. 7. Maybe he's doing 8. And didn't he do Back to the Future too? Yeah. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Imagine just living in his head.
Back to the Future.
It's just making that music.
I still haven't seen it.
You're off the show. Get the fuck out of my room, John. Get the fuck away from me. Guys, we're done. No, this is over. Goodbye. This has been Gluttons for Geekdom.
We didn't think this through, let him on the show.
Oh my god.
We should have interviewed him. Gotten his
You've
got his
never
resume.
seen Back to the Future? Wow. My mind is blown. That's crazy. All right, so now another homework assignment. You're going to be busy. You've got to listen to a book,
Yeah.
read another book. You've got to read and watch Harry Potter, and now you've got to watch 3 Back to the Futures. That's a lot.
Yeah. We don't.
He's looking at me like, I'm not gonna do a lot of that. I'm going to try my hardest to do some, but not in a week,
I'll just
sir.
watch Rick and Morty instead.
Fair enough.
The superior time traveling duo.
You cannot say, don't. You were in a church of sorts right now. And you're calling out Emmett Brown and Marty McFly. No, they are time travel. No. I'm getting angry.
You don't like Nick when he's angry.
Grab me that giant book, man. This is one of the coolest things. Anybody out there? It's on right next to Batman and Green Lantern. What a fun sentence that is to say, isn't it? Yeah, it's actually kind of sad if anybody's out there who listens saw the pictures that Bobby and I put up with all the posters. Those are all gone. They had to be taken away. So right now, my collection of nerdy stuff out is limited to Mjolnir, lightsaber, 5 statues, and some books. Some Hulk hands. Yeah, it's sad. But this book, Back to the Future, The Ultimate Visual History, written by Michael Plastering, with Randall Aktamakanik, forwarded by Michael Joy Fox. Sorry. There's a lot of stuff in it. Awesome guys. It has got everything in it. And if you're a Back to the Future person, you need it. John Boy will watch, and then he will have to really get back to us on how much you love Back to the Future, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Back to the
thank
Future's
God.
great.
For a second, I looked up at Deuce, and he's like looking, and he's just like, yeah, okay.
He's like, sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm balls deep right now, and he's just kind of, the head's in, I'm cool, like, this is fine. But I'm going fully for it, but you gotta look through this too. I mean, you get the picture with his family disappearing, and it's holographic, so his family actually disappears off of it, like the one that he carries. You've got a matchbook from Biff's. You have his letter that he writes to Doc.
That's cool.
In 1985. I mean, it just...
I love novelty shit.
That's all it is. It's a novelty on a novelty with just pictures galore. They even give you... Of course, buy our box set. I didn't even know this Jaws picture was in here. This
you get it on Amazon?
No. Mr. Jaws... Oh, it came with a Jaws 19 poster. That's what that is. That's cool. That'll be put up in the new Geek Den. Does it come with a what? Oh, the Western Union. This is what he sends Marty. I don't know. Very cool, guys. I'll give it to Deuce. I'll freaking get off my Back to the Future dildo because I think I've sucked that dick enough.
Trying to come up with a good caption.
Oh, that's what I came up with.
Nick loves Rick and Morty.
What are you gonna post that on?
On Instagram.
How can they follow us there?
Gluttons 4, the number 4, Geekdom.
That's getting popular, right? A lot of people like that. I always feel like a douchebag when I bring it up like that. Like, oh, that's getting popular. But I can't figure stuff like that out. I'm happy that we have a Facebook. Yeah, it's just so much.
It is.
And so many people like it so much more than I do that they're willing to go on there, like, and they want to post stuff. Maybe if I saw people really liking our shit, I'd be like, oh, okay. How much did you guys like Deadpool? We talked about that a little bit. It spilled over into Civil War.
Yeah. No, fucking awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I really did.
It was my least anticipated superhero movie this year, but I ended up liking it way more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was gonna enjoy it for what it was. I didn't think I was gonna almost love it.
I didn't think it was gonna spark such an interest in me, whereas I thought I was deep in terms of being nerdy. Like, I know it all, and I knew stuff about Deadpool, but after I watched this, I was like, I really need to know everything about Deadpool. It's just so good. And I love, obviously, the reference to his failed X9 kind of thing that they did in Wolverine with the toy. And all the references. I mean, just the opening scenes. I talked about last episode about seeing it with my pop, and just him not understanding the beautiful joke of them making fun of themselves. Just call me Angel.
That soundtrack, from beginning to end, was great. I love good soundtracks on movies. That's why I love Guardians so much. It was a strong point.
Yeah. Well, that I've done. I have that constantly on my iPod. I have the Dope soundtrack.
Oh, man.
That's
fuck yeah,
a
Dope.
really good one. You seen Dope?
I loved it. Yeah.
It's so good. You saw it too, Sue? I was going to say Deuce and
Bobby
Sir
Sue.
at the same time.
Bobby Sue.
Why does he start wearing pigtails?
Dope is a really good one. And I also have, Dazed and Confused. Older type rock and roll stuff on there. 3 very great soundtracks. But yeah, the soundtrack for Deadpool I gotta get. I definitely got Swoop. I got that song, man. I've been listening to that non-stop, so I feel like such a G when that part comes on. It's, brother, want to thank your mother for a butt like that. Can I get some fries with that shake Ubi?
I can't listen to that soundtrack anymore. I told you why. I told you why before Bobby got here. So Bobby, the night he gets Deadpool, puts the movie on, falls asleep. I live in the room next door, so I hear the movie play 3 times over and over again. And then the next day, when he's actually awake, he puts it on again and watches the movie 3 times in a row. So I listened to that soundtrack, the movie, so many times I haven't even been able to watch it.
That's really funny. But it is watch again over and over good. Because I kind of struggled with that. I was like, should I watch it so close back to back? I was like, yes, I should.
All right, that has been just 3 geeks.
Geeking around, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the title of that for our picture, so I think we'll probably do that. Is that Benicio del Toro?
And Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on our Instagram. Go follow us. I have been Nick James.
Bobby Juice.
John Boy.
Take care, guys.